Why do narcissists and toxic people try to convince you that no one else will want you? And if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed self-aware narcissist. I go by mental illness across all social media platforms. In today's episode, that's what we're going to be talking about. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss anything else. See you in a few seconds. Nobody else is going to want you. Good luck finding someone else to put up with your BS. Those are some statements that a lot of narcissists and toxic people will say to you if you try to leave them, if you want to break up with them and go try to find someone else. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So if a narcissist or toxic person is not ready for you to leave them, they will say statements like that to be mean to you, to demean you, and to try to devalue you, to make you feel like you are worth less, to make you feel like nobody else out here on this planet is going to want you, while simultaneously wanting you. They want you right now, but they're trying to convince you that nobody else is going to want you. You're lucky to have me. You're lucky to find someone like me out, like me out here. Nobody else is going to want you with 3 kids, while they want you with your 3 kids. In the heat of the moment, a lot of narcissistic people will say mean things to try to get you to stay with them, to try to convince you that there's nothing better out there than what you are dealing with while you're dealing with them. Don't let this deter you. Stay strong. So welcome back, y'all. So why do narcissistic people, toxic people try to convince you that no one else will want you? That's what it says on the top of the screen. It says narcissists want to convince you that no one else wants you. They want to diminish your value. They want to take away, they want to devalue you, to strip you of your worth, your self-worth, your self-love. They want you to depend on them to be your only source of validation that you get pretty much on the world, in this world, from anybody. They want to be that for you. You see what I'm saying? They want to be that person for you that they can manipulate, like I said, that they can manipulate and get what you do what they want you to do pretty much. You're afraid to go out there and test the waters because they've conditioned you to believe that no one else will want you. You got all these kids, you ain't got no money, you overweight, you out of shape, you look like this, you look like that. The whole time, guess what? They want you. They don't let you go. So think about this right here. I'm just telling you how manipulative that can be. Just coming from the perspective of a narcissist. Like, look at it. They don't want you to go anywhere. They're not breaking up with you. They're not leaving you. But guess what? They're trying to tell you that no one else will want you. But they, even in that statement, no one else will want you. No one else will want you. No one else will want you. What is that statement saying? No one else will want you. That means I want you. But they also know a lot of times that other people do want you. That's why they try to convince you otherwise, that no one else will want you, because they think that you have options. A lot of narcissists tend to have these abandonment issues. It kind of gets weird with it, where they have these abandonment issues where they're afraid that people are going to come in and out of their life and that people are going to leave them eventually, and they'll have nobody else to stick beside them or stick by them or anything like that. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to situations like that, yeah, that narcissistic person is going to focus on you to try to keep you there. But when I say they try to keep you there and strip you of your value, doesn't mean that they're going to just not cheat on you or look for other supply. They want you to stay where you are. It does not mean that they are going to stay where they are. You know what I mean? Just because they want you to stay here with them and convince you that nobody else will want you does not mean that they're actually going to stay with you. You know what I mean? That does not mean they're actually going to be with you in a relationship or anything like that. They want to convince you that nobody else on this planet, like you are off limits. You are just no good. They want to convince you of that right there. That's what they want to do. They want to try to convince you that, like, look, if you leave me, you're on your own. Like, good luck out here. That, like, you're not gonna find anybody else. Nobody's gonna want a woman with 3 kids. Nobody's gonna want a man that makes minimum wage. Nobody's gonna want a bald-headed man. Nobody's gonna want a big woman. Nobody's gonna want a big man. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna say all these qualities. They're gonna say all these demeaning. They're gonna say all this demeaning stuff to you because they don't want. But they actually want you. They're projecting their own insecurities onto you to try to keep you here. They don't want you to leave. They're afraid of you trying to leave and testing the open water, testing the open market. And the crazy thing about it is, they'll say this to you right after they've done something horrible to you. They'll say, good luck trying to find somebody else, right after you try to hold them accountable. Good luck finding somebody to put up with your BS right after you catch them cheating. Good luck trying to find somebody else to take in these kids and you right after you catch them like on Tinder or, Grindr or whatever they're on. You know what I mean? Right after you catch them doing something is when they'll say this a lot of times. They'll say this horrible stuff to you out of their mouth. Good luck trying to find somebody else to be with you. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Whole time they want to be with you. Whole time they don't want to let you go. They might not want to be with you physically. They might not want to be with you. Like, they might not want to clap your cheeks no more. They don't want you to leave though. They can't imagine anybody else clapping said cheeks or getting said cheeks clapped by you. So they don't want anybody else to deal with this situation. You know what I mean? They don't want anybody else to go with. They don't want anybody else to have you. They want you all to themselves. If you don't like it here, there's the door. Good luck trying to find somebody else to treat you. And this typically they try to convince you that they try to strip you of your worth and value to try to convince you to stay. You know, to try to convince you to tolerate whatever they're doing to you, whatever they're putting you through. They're trying to convince you to put up with it, to tolerate it even more. Just like, look, I know times are hard right now. I know times are rough right now, but it could be worse. Times could be worse. You know that, right? Times could be, it could get a lot worse for you than they are right now. But look what you got going on. Look what you're doing right now. You know what I mean? That's the mindset that a lot of these toxic people go through. That's the stuff that a lot of people deal with. And when you're dealing with toxic people, you're dealing with narcissistic people. That's what you deal with. This is the cusp of what you get when you're dealing with a toxic person. They're going to try to convince you that this is the best that you are going to get. Me. They want to strip you of your worth and value because they know you have worth and value outside. They know that there is a market for you because they are in the market for you. They know there's a market for you. Listen to their words. They will tell themselves, y'all. Narcissistic people tend to be some of the most insecure people on the planet. We are so insecure that we want to project our own insecurities onto you. We want to project onto you. We want to make you insecure. Because we are insecure, we don't feel comfortable about ourselves internally or externally, whatever. We have to convince you that you feel like that something is wrong with you. We know that something's wrong with us. I know we might exude this level of confidence and this aura of confidence that makes you feel like there's nothing wrong. We think there's nothing wrong with us, but we do. There is something wrong with us. You know what I mean? There is something going on with us. We understand that. We know that. You know. We get that. We really do get it. We really do understand it. We really do know it. And that's why I tell people, when you're the more narcissistic people that you deal with, the more toxic people that you deal with, that's what you have to understand. You know what I mean? This is part of it. This is part of the journey. This is part of the struggle that a lot of people deal with when you're dealing with a toxic narcissistic person, where they try to make you feel worth less than what you are because we feel like we're worth less than we are. I know we exude this level of confidence into the world, but we are really not that confident. We want you to think we are. We want you to think that you are so replaceable. Like, we want you to strip your value away to make you think you're replaceable, because we feel like we are deep down, not even deep down, below, right beneath the surface of this narcissistic, of this outer shell or whatever, is a very, very insecure man. Or a very, very insecure woman, or a very, very insecure non-binary person, whatever you identify as. Right beneath the surface is insecurities. So they need to project said insecurities onto you. It's not like, like I said, they want to make you feel guilty for leaving them. There's so many different things that narcissistic people want you to go through, or want you to feel, or want you to experience. And one of those things is fear. They want to cultivate this fear in you that this is as good as it gets for you. Like, there is nothing out there. Like, they want to make you scared to leave. And a lot of people that I talk to over Zoom, when I'm doing my one-on-ones over Zoom, this is what they say. I'm scared that nobody else is going to want me. I'm this age. I'm 60. I'm 65. I'm like, look, that fear is understandable because they've convinced you that nobody else is going to want you. But guess what? They want you. That's why they don't want to let you leave. That's why they keep fighting with you. That's why they don't want to leave you alone. They're showing you that there's a market out there for you. But the first thing you have to do is get comfortable being by yourself. I've talked to so many people that would rather be by themselves anyway, or be lonely, be without this person, than to give them one more second of their life. I don't want to give this person one more microcosm of time out of my life, one more minute, one more second, one more split second. I'd rather be by myself and learn to re-love myself and be with myself than to be with this person one more minute. And that empowers me to keep going, y'all. When I hear people say that, I'm like, look, I got to keep going. I get tired, y'all. Somebody, like I said, doing some of these videos is tiring, you know what I mean? But when I hear stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's just like, let's go. If you were that strong, they inspire me. So I know a lot of people say I inspire y'all, but y'all be inspiring me. When I hear y'all say stuff like that, I'm like, look, let's get it. You know what I mean? I said, let's go, you know? So it gets to that point where I was like, I'm rooting for y'all. If you don't think anybody else is rooting for you out there, I'm rooting for you. I promise you. I'm rooting for you to keep going forward. I'm rooting for you to keep no contact. I'm rooting for you to keep moving and keep going. Stop stopping, y'all. You don't want to keep stopping. The more you stop, the more that toxic person is going to take over your life, and the more you're going to lose. Stay no contact, y'all. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. I'm truly thankful for every single one of y'all. The self-love journal is coming out next week. I'm so hyped, y'all. It's gonna be available on Amazon. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. I'm excited, y'all. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.